can Tsitsipas be saved? I watched him in the Hopman Cup and it was brutal.
I mean, it should be because the raw materials are there, but I just don't see it happening. I don't know if he's got the desire to do it either. He doesn't have a coach at the minute. He hasn't had a coach for some time. I think the problem is like a lot of players now have just figured him out. Like they know that he cannot hurt you with his backhand, and you can get to his backhand quite easily. He still has a great serve. He still has a great forehand. He'll still churn out a few sort of 250 wins and the odd 500 every year. But I really struggle to see him competing at the back end of the major tournaments anymore. I think that's kind of passed him by.
I was thinking, it's probably quite rare that you have a really big late bloomer player who goes and starts winning loads of slams in the men's game. And I think Wawrinka's probably the one in the last 20 years who's probably come through a bit later. I think mentally it's much harder to do that. You've got so much kind of baggage, particularly when you've been that player where you've been sort of tipped to be that next big thing. I think it's really hard to get over all that sort of baggage and then suddenly kind of shake it off. And I don't see Stefanos Tsitsipas being a guy who's going to be able to do that mentally.
It's a strange situation for him as well, because like you got to remember with someone like him who was an exceptional junior, this is currently the worst he's ever been comparatively. Because I imagine when he was probably 10, he will have been the best player in Greece by a mile. And then he went into Europe and he was probably one of the one or two best players in Europe at his age. And that has been the case right until being 18. Then when he's 18 and he comes out of junior, because he was the best junior in the world, then he would go into futures. But at that stage, at 18, he would already be winning most futures he played. Since he was 10 years old, there's never been 29 players who are better than